Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Rebels' offense will come out first. In this offense, the tight end always seems to be open, and the quarterback always knows where to find him, Jesse.
These two are really special. I think they're going to be up for the individual awards for their respective positions at the end of the year. But, David, when this offense gets going, I really like how early they try to get the tight end involved in games. It shouldn't be any different in this one. He's a massive part of what they do throwing it.
And I think that's the biggest problem, to have a great quarterback. He knows exactly where he's looking. I'm going to my great tight end. It's good individual matchups. How do you want to play him? Do you want to put a safety on him? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? Like, great recognition from a QB finding a great player is not great things for the defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone. Getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in a football game.
And you just keep doing it until the defense can stop it. That's got to be so demoralizing on the other side of the football because you're absolutely getting the ball shoved down your throat right now early in this game. And you're right. You're letting the opponent completely dictate the terms of this football game to you. So until you prove you can stop it and you get more physical, it's going to be much of the same as this game continues to go on.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores' offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And we were really watching this defensive unit coming into the game and breaking them down. And we started to stare immediately at this defensive line because they get in the backfield throughout the season so far, making plays, getting to the quarterback. They can get you behind the sticks a little bit. Palmer, they're going to have to be ready for a defensive line that makes plays and can make offense really hard.
It's interesting, too, because the offensive staff told us they spent more time in practice this week than they have all season long working on protection checks and making sure everybody's on the same page and changing protections, bringing tight ends in and running backs, knowing where your hot routes are because of what you just said. This D-line changes everything, and they probably haven't seen a pass rush like this year.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Rebels offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive together. He's comfortable. He's got time in the pocket. So far, he really looks like he might be the real deal.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision.
Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of...
And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Commodores come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Back to throw, it's Carter. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And they get him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They just keep firing. Another incompletion on third down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. To the air, it's Carter. The screen, he's got wheels. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Alexander. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond. Well,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears.
Makes the grab. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Back to pass, it's Carter. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. Gets it to the back. Sweet cut there. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big guy smells it. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's loose at the 15. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. It's Connor. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The quick out. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
All right, Holly. Right back to him on the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Sweet cut there. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. Makes a catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Here comes the offense on second down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Jumped on top of the pile.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The deep thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Snagged out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got a man. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Carter. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in pass.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Running inside. It's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Adams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. He gets just a few links away from that 1st down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. The short hands, it's Sherrill. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously